All right, we're continuing 2.4 today in calculus. We had touched on the product rule in part A. Today, this part, we're going to do the quotient rule. And after we've done 2.6, I'll be able to show you how to do the quotient rule using the product rule. But until we get there, you're going to have to deal with this formula. So if we want to take the derivative, like a function u over v, you have u prime v minus uv prime all over v squared. The books tend to write it like this. Where they just change the order of the first two, the v and the u prime. This is actually the way I learned it. It's a stupid jingle. Low d high minus high d low over low squared. But that's doing this one right there. If you look at this one right here, notice that the top follows the pattern we had for the product rule. We had ddx of uv equal u prime v plus uv prime. The only difference is the sign in between. And if you like seeing it with the full f of x's and g of x's, take the derivative of f of x divided by g of x. And you can get f prime of x, g of x, minus f of x, g prime of x, all over g of x squared. It's just something you gotta memorize. And I'll make a little note since I got a little room left on this page. In 2.6, after we learn the chain rule. We'll revisit this as a product rule. The idea being that I can write this same thing as the derivative of f of x times g of x to the -1. So now it's a product, but we have a negative exponent, and you need the chain rule to deal with the negative exponent. And after that, we'll do some examples. I'll get rid of a little bit of water. Everyone ready? Doesn't look like anyone's still ready.
Wait. Okay, please. Thank
I don't think I put the notes up from Tuesday. Slacker. I was about to say I scanned these and uploaded them, but I did scan them. I don't know that I uploaded them. I had a meeting after this on Tuesday and forgot about the time about them. Alright. So we're gonna take advantage of that. I'll rewrite it again up here. Just so we have it available. And we're gonna look at taking derivative of y equals t squared minus 1 over t cubed plus 1. So my high term here is t squared minus 1. And my low term here is t cubed plus 1. And so the derivative of the high term, what is that? The derivative of t squared minus 1. You just bring the power down on the 2 and lower it by 1. You got 2t. And the derivative of the low term. We bring the power down and lower it by 1. And remember the constants, the derivative of a constant is 0. And if I said this was ddx of high over low, we have high prime low minus high low prime over low squared. We can follow that pattern here. dy dx is the derivative of the high term, which is 2t times the low term. Then we have minus the high term times the derivative of the low term, which is 3t squared. And then this is all over low squared. And you know we're not happy with that. We at least have to multiply it out, see if anything cleans up. So let's do that. We will distribute on the top. The bottom is best to leave in factored form like that. Because if it's gonna cancel, it's gonna cancel that way. Distribute, I've got 2t times t cubed is 2t to the 4th. And then 2t times 1 is 2t. And then I have minus t squared times 3t squared is minus 3t to the 4th. And then I've got minus times a minus 1 is positive 1 times 3t squared is plus 3t squared. So we combine like terms, organize them right. Got negative t to the 4th plus 3t squared plus 2t all over E cubed plus one. And even if I factor out like a negative. Negative t, I could factor out. That's not gonna help us clear anything on bottom. So. I would say either this form or that form is a good ending point. Because I will not be able to stick around today, because I have to do errands with my wife and I have a meeting at 12. After that, I will be on Zoom tomorrow morning at 9 AM. Some of thoughts.
I'll just worry about it Saturday,
Okay.
or I'll try and get it done and then just worry about the stuff Saturday. No worries.
Or take a picture, text it to me, something.
Oh, that's true. Text, email, yeah, both.
Let me give you guys one to try. So I'll put the equation back up real quick. PDX of high over low. Is high prime low minus high low prime over low squared. And you try. Finding the derivative. Of y. If y equals x squared plus 1. Over x minus 1. And then as a bonus. Find all values of x. Which the tangent line is horizontal. You'll notice on this up here, I wrote out what high in the derivative was and low in the derivative was. You don't have to do that, but it sure as hell makes it helpful when you're learning it. And it makes it easier to check your work afterwards, right? Because you're always, I guarantee you, every single quotient rule problem you ever do, you're gonna get down to the end and go, I don't think that's right. How do I know? Because I still do. I look at it and go, nope, that doesn't look right, I gotta check over my work every single time. It's just too complicated. Have any of you been to the Mesa Center or the Mesa program in Visalia?
Well, I applied, they just never got back to me.
Okay, you don't have to be an official member to go and utilize the resources there. They do, like, that's where I'm at on Saturdays, Jacob and Brianna have been there. It's in this, literally the same room, and they had students there tutoring all the time in all the subjects. They also have on Friday nights, it's called Friday Night Labs, it's from 5:30 till, I think Dr. O is there till 10 or 11. But they always have dinner and then like projects you can work on and stuff. That are like sciencey. They've done robotics, they've made video games, they used CRISPR and genetics last semester. I've made a blackjack program with students.
You will open this week?
What?
They will open the night lab this week, or?
Yeah, Friday Night Lab is starting this week.
Oh, I thought it was open since the beginning of the class.
No, they always wait a few weeks to make sure students get into the groove of the semester before they start getting you extra fundings too. And generally, there's like 5 or 6 of the teachers in there, like, helping work with you on projects if you want help.
Yeah.
We've had-
Oh, sorry.
We've
They
had
also
students.
have,
What's up?
they also have 3D printers, so it's good.
Yeah, they do 3D printing and all sorts of fun stuff. They even have a sticker thing. Like designing your stickers, printing them. We've done it using AI, generative AI, doing AI art. On my laptop, I didn't bring it, but like, you'll see stickers on my laptop when I bring it on. Not next Tuesday, but Tuesday after when you're taking a test, I'll be on my computer here. You'll see stickers that I've made in there. If you're interested about it, email me and I'll send you the flyer. Or maybe I'll post the flyer in campus.
You guys do coding in there and stuff, or no?
What?
You guys do like some coding in there, or no?
Yeah, you do all sorts of stuff in there. It's a good time. Free food too, for dinner, and right, if you like chess, chess club meets at the same time, like they do from 5 to 6, but they're like adjacent. They deliberately picked the room next to it so that they could come in and grab food and then after they're done playing chess, come over to that Friday Night Lab. Pins look like they not be moving, so let's do it together. I got high is x squared plus 1, so the derivative of high is what? 2x. My low is x minus 1, what's the derivative of low? This is 1, right? That always throws students off. So if we want to do dy dx. We need high prime, which is 2x. Times low, which is x minus 1. Minus high, which is x squared plus 1. Times derivative of low is 1. All over low squared is x minus 1 squared. Now, even though anything times 1 is just itself, I still wrote the 1. I recommend doing it even if one of your things is a 1. That way, when you go back and look over it, because you're gonna be like, this doesn't feel right, you'll at least know where you got everything. So when we multiply that out on top, I have 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times -1 is minus 2x. And then I'm literally just applying the minus to each of these, minus x squared and minus 1. That's what we have at bottom still. And when we clean that up, what do we get? My lecture notes are all fucking wrong. 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. For some reason, I have 2x squared listed there. And the top. Doesn't factor. Not without the quadratic formula. And. Which is technically factoring in its own way. But which means it's not gonna cancel anything out on bottom. We're not gonna have x minus one in there. So that is our derivative. So if I wanna find all values of x which have a tangent line that's horizontal, how can I use this? Z equals 0, why?
Because you're finding all the points where there's a slope of 0.
Yes. So we want to set this equal to 0 because the derivative is the slope of the tangent line. So if we find the slope of the tangent line, that's where we have horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Excellent. So the derivative, or not the derivative, any fraction is only equal to 0 when? When the numerator equals 0. We don't even need to worry about the bottom, it's only when the numerator equals 0. Alright, so when does that equal 0? I guess we're gonna have to do the quadratic formula. Ain't that some bitch? A equals 1, B equals -2, C equals -1. As a reminder. Those are the coefficients on ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It's probably been a while. Since you guys have used it. That's what we're plugging it into. Inside I have 4 plus 4. That's 8. So x equals 2 plus or minus square root of 8 over 2. But square root of 8 is square root of 4 times 2. Square root of 4 times square root of 2. And that makes it 2 root 2. So I can rewrite that square root of 8 as 2 root 2. And now the 2 on the bottom divides evenly into everything on top. As a reminder, that is 2 different answers. Again, it's probably been a while. Was that not fun? Was that not? Like, this made my Monday morning. It was so good, it would have made your Monday morning, all right? Even though you're not even in here. You're right, it is Thursday. That's a fail. God, yeah, I went to bed at like 1:45 last night, and I woke up at 6:30.
Playing too much rough.
I was reading a book that I couldn't put down. It's called Life Reset, like the guys in the VR. playing a video game and it's like a MMO, like World of Warcraft. And his guild kills him, like they like overthrow him, he's the guild leader. And they change his race to a goblin, and that's a monster, so the computer classifies him as a monster, loses all player skills. And he ends up getting stuck in the game. But by being stupid, he's warned not to go back in. He's stupid, gets stuck in the game, and it's actually pretty good. It's like being the Matrix combined with like some video game shit. Alright, that's the end of 2.4. So I'm gonna pause or stop this video, start a new one.